Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records, and wanted to talk about the news today that legendary frontman of Whitesnake, David Coverdale, is retiring. He says it's time for me to call it a day. David burst on the scene in 1973, taking over for Ian Gillan in Deep Purple, doing 3 very good albums with Deep Purple, especially Burn from 1974. Really ranks up there as one of the best Deep Purple albums for me. Then, of course, going on in 1978 to go solo and start the band Whitesnake. Awesome run with the Whitesnake, right? Slide It In is probably my favorite album of theirs from 1984. Of course, the 1987 self-titled album. Here's what David has said. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the Snake, and a special announcement for you after 50 years of an incredible journey with you, with Deep Purple, with Whitesnake, with Jimmy Page. The last few years has been very evident to me that it's time really for me to hang up my rock and roll platform shoes and my skin tight jeans. And as you can see, we've taken care of the lion's wig. It's time for me to call it a day. I love you dearly. I thank everyone who's assisted and supported me on this incredible journey, all the musicians, the crew, the fans, and family. It's amazing, but it's really time for me to enjoy my retirement, and I hope that you can appreciate that. I like that he thanked Jimmy Page. I love the album Coverdale Page from 1993. I think it's some of the best stuff probably the best stuff that Jimmy Page did post Led Zeppelin. Wasn't a fan of the Firm albums. I do like Outrider. David was a charismatic frontman, following in a long tradition of great frontmen. Some people say he copied off of Robert Plant, but you know what? In a lot of ways, he was a more human than Robert Plant. He liked to poke fun of himself. He was funny on stage, kind of sassy and saucy on stage. And even though he was serious, even though he was manly on stage and presenting that aura of he could also poke fun at himself. And how about those videos with Tawny Katane, his wife, on those Jaguars from Here I Go Again video? How about the song Still of the Night? How about Bad Boys and all those songs that they did with the John Sykes records, Slide It In especially. What a series of guitar players that went through, from Adrian Vandenberg to Vivian Campbell and Steve Vai and John Sykes. Just a tremendous body of work. I always enjoyed seeing Whitesnake live. Even my kids and daughter loved Whitesnake, probably because it was just rock and roll. You will be missed, sir, and thank you for carrying that rock and roll torch into your 74th year. And if it's time for you to retire, then have a happy retirement. Check out my channel. We only talk about great music here every day at Intersection Records. Peace out. See you.